at MIT.
You know, when I put the headphones on, I have it so loud I can't hear anything. So Lindsey's over here saying something. Hi. You would think I could read sign language too, but I can't. Anyway, let's see. You're on camera too. Hey, anyway, I was going to put
how he just casually mentions that while I'm like making faces.
I'm going to put your fish face on the thing. Let me mention this. Welcome back, by the way, 9 o'clock hour. Artesia football boosters. Okay, are you an English student, English major? No. So you can't tell me whether or not I'm speaking correct English?
I might be able to. I'm a little bit of a stickler for it.
Can you tell me if I'm using the right words?
Sure.
Okay. Here's the sentence as it was texted to me. Artesia Football Boosters is doing a raffle Friday night.
I don't know. Technically, if you think about it, if you're referring to it just as the singular group, then yes, it probably could be is. But boosters implies plural, so are would probably make more sense.
But the boosters is a singular organization. The Artesia Football Boosters.
I think it's kind of like Sean off of... It is a group of people, but it's one of those situations where it's like, I'm not an English major. I did really love English, and I made A's in all of my English classes, except like one, and it was a writing class. Writing class.
So if we're referring to the Artesia Football Boosters as the group, then
singular entity
would be the correct word.
But if you're referring to them like in the plural as like each individual one is a booster and they're boosters, that would be plural.
That would be plural.
Yeah.
Artesia Football Boosters is doing a raffle on Friday night. See, it just doesn't sound right to me.
They are doing it because each one is an individual booster. Together, they are the boosters, which is plural.
Maybe if they had labeled it as like the Artesia Football Booster Club, then it would be singular.
Is okay.
But them as a collective whole considered boosters.
All right.
So plural, so it would be R.
R. All right. I'm not trying to call anybody out.
They are, because boosters, that's the they, and then they are.
They, the boosters,
you wouldn't be. They is.
Hey, like Sean from Psych, I've heard it both ways.
Or as I like to say, they be.
That too. That could be a thing, yes.
I've used that term over the years from time to time. Anyway, or anywho, you can bring $5 with you to the game Friday night, and then when you see one of them walking around waving tickets, give them $5. They will give you 5 tickets, and you will be in the drawing. You have to be the president to win. So there'll be a lot of people cheering, "Let's go, Brandon." And which I was told was one of the most popular items being sold at Art in the Park were "Let's Go, Brandon" items.
Oh, wow! I didn't see that booth. Man, I missed out.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Brandon.
Yeah. Anyway. Anywho, winners will be announced at halftime and third quarter. There are 24 amazing prizes, including a Yeti cooler, Bulldog cornhole boards, projector, an outdoor screen, outdoor heater, a signed football, and many more awesome prizes. So
I want that projector.
Bring at least $5, buy some tickets, and help out the Bulldog
I need to text to Zach to take out about $1,000 cash.
So here's a funny story. The Art in the Park was Friday and Saturday. And I was in Roswell Saturday.
Right.
At a football game. So we concluded the football game. The guy that did the announcing for me insisted that somebody else buy his food. So I had to buy him food on Saturday night. And we went to one of the fast food places because if I was going to buy food...
Is that like mandatory per diem or something?
Something like that. I'm hungry. And I'm like, me too. What are you doing for dinner? Well, kind of waiting on you.
Oh, awkward.
So
okay.
since it was going to be me paying for it, I said, well, there was a particular place I wanted to go to. So we go there and packed. Every seat inside is taken. The drive-through is, wrapped around the building and out into the street. There was a restaurant on the other side of the parking lot. We didn't see anybody there. And I said, well, let's go over there. And I said, that's either a good sign or a bad sign.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
This one is full and this one is empty. So anyway, we wound up there. So I leave to get back because I wanted to get the trailer out of the park, but they closed the gates at 10.
Yes.
So I drove somewhat over the speed limit. not too much over the speed limit.
Driving at 90 down in old Roswell Lane.
I was thinking more like I can't drive 55. So
There you go.
Sammy Hagar. So anyway, so anywho, I got to stop saying that. So I get to the park, and my clock on the truck says 10 o'clock. And the gate was open. So, boom,
You're like, dilly.
shot in there. And I noticed that a bunch of the generators were still running out there, which I thought was kind of interesting. So, did you do that for me? So, hitched up. And then, of course, by the time I got hitched up and started to leave, the gates had already closed. But fortunately, they open.
Yeah, if you're on the other side, they'll open for you.
And then we drove out there earlier in the day just to kind of look around, and looks like you had tons of people.
Oh my gosh, it was packed all day.
One of the restaurants here in town got slammed Saturday because of all the people in town for the Art in the Park. So at least one restaurant did very, very well on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's my casual observation. You guys were there. How was Art in the Park this year?
It took me 2 days to recover. That's how Art in the Park was this year. It went really, really well. I was in line late in the day for food, which was a mistake because then there was no food. I got a beverage for my family members, but I ran into people. They'd come all the way down from Roswell. Another vendor told me that her friend, who usually knows that because she knows she's going, she said this is the first time in years that she'd heard anything advertised about her, like actually advertising got to her. And so she was real excited about that. So overall, I think we had the pour in from the soccer games that were going on. So all of those people poured in. But while soccer was happening, the parking lots were already full with people who are not of soccer. So that was just a lot of people all day.
Yeah.
Friday evening was kind of like that too, because in my head I'm like, I bet Saturday is going to be slammed. Friday is probably going to be like a nice little steady trickle. No, I mean, I don't know, maybe about an hour in, it was like, boom.
Yeah, no, the food vendors also, for the amount of time Saturday, which was less time, they got they were out of food by the end of the night too. So they had to restock for the next day. So
very well attended.
Yes.
Vendors seem happy with, they sold a couple
so
things.
Happy. Yeah. We were missing a few food vendors who said they were coming and didn't come, and that's kind of why we had the kind of overrun of the food vendors we did have. But I feel like next year, because they're going to talk about hey, 2 days we sold out. It's worth it. Yeah. Well, I think we'll have more food vendors than we know what to deal with.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, some of the food vendors might say maybe one or two more.
Yes.
Because we want to come close to selling.
Yeah, we want that again. Yeah.
That's great. So, so you've had good feedback from the vendors. You've had good feedback from the food folks.
Yes.
What about just people in general? Have you had some good comments, good feedback from the public?
We invited Mike Campos out to come do chalk art. He was our September featured artist, and he had a really good time. Had a lot of people. Now, there were a couple of times I had to run over there and be like, "Stop walking on the art," because I'm an arts. I better not say that, because then people will start calling me Hitler, because he really was an art Nazi.
Yeah, don't say that.
No, let's not. But I'm like, he's trying to work on it, and he's like, Lindsey, it happens all the time. Just relax. But once he was done, there were lots of kids going to there and taking pictures with it and stuff, and it was a really neat piece. I hope it's out there still. Okay. Granted, it's chalk art. First big rain of any kind, or the sprinklers, I guess.
First what?
Wait, what is this stuff
What'd you call
called,
that, rain? What about the band? How did the band
I heard really good.
I think they made it. They were packed all day. Once they started, I didn't realize it before, mostly because with Central Park we were all so crowded. So it just didn't occur to me. But people brought out their camping chairs and stuff and just parked it.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't think I'd ever seen that really, that I noticed that happened, but I noticed it this year.
They were just enjoying the band playing.
They just were super thrilled. I don't like, because usually there might be like a lull where you have some numbers that are like empty sometimes. I feel like they had all their numbers full most of the day for the cakewalk.
Yeah.
Because usually we'll at least take home a cake or two by chance. We, like my husband, I don't know how many times him and my son did it, but they did not come back with a cake. And he was very upset.
What?
I know. He went no cake.
That's not right.
I know. Like they did a yeah.
So if somebody's staring at a cake that they got at the cakewalk, do the right thing. Call Kandese. Say, here you go.
Yeah, no, well, it wouldn't be for me because I am not really big on cake because I'm not really big on frosting. Like, I prefer, like, sacrilege, naked cakes. Like, no frosting. I just like the cake part of it.
Those are called
but,
brownies.
like, my husband and my son, of course, love cake and the frosting and everything. Yeah, no, anytime I do things other than cake, my husband's like, what are you thinking? Because for my birthday, I had fruit pizza, and he's like, that's not cake. I was like, there will be cupcakes there. You can have a cupcake. I don't want cupcakes. So, and my household cake is a very big thing.
That's right.
For everyone but me.
Well, that's great. So it sounds like you'll probably be doing something very similar next year for Icon Park.
Yes.
Also, shout out to our volunteers.
Okay.
Because we managed to recruit, because I feel like we're always, like the past several years, other than maybe like last year, we were always scrambling because I felt like we didn't have enough volunteers. But dadgum, if I didn't have about 20, be like, heck yeah, Lindsey, we'll help you out. And I was like,
Good.
And the Girl Scouts.
I love y'all. Oh, and the Girl Scouts. Yes. Oh my gosh. Betty Garcia, thank you so much. They were fantastic. We enjoyed having them out there and helping us out. And
And the weather turned out very cooperative, so that was a good
it was
thing.
beautiful. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Because it's usually still like really hot by midday, like you're burning. But no, there was a nice breeze. It seems like the Desert Willow Wildlife Rescue did really well. They had their hawk and their pelicans out because they've already sent us their application for next year. But thinking about that, if you were a patron, on our Facebook page is our Patron Survey that you can take and tell us what you thought of it yourselves, as well as the fact that I'm about to get it put up on our website, which is live.
woo woo.
Oh, is the new
Yes,
website?
so our
Should I try to bring it up?
TesiaArtsCouncil.com is up and running.
Should I try to bring it up? Are you sure?
Yes.
This is live radio now.
Yeah, I know, it's live, and it's live.
If she's lying, I'm dying.
Of course, I've been known
if
to
I
type in the
keel
wrong
over dead,
characters.
you're
All right,
in
so what is
trouble.
the address?
ArtesiaArtsCouncil.com.
ArtesiaArtsCouncil.com. All right, let's see what comes up on the screen. There it is. Is that it? Is that
Yes,
the right one? Okay.
That is our brand new website. It doesn't have a lot on it because we are still getting all the events and stuff put up, but it is live. So
Bringing the arts to our community, committed to bringing art to the Southeast New Mexico community. And then you have your history and a nice picture of the front of the Ocotillo, your mission and vision, and a drawing.
the painting, yes.
Painting of the
commissioned
front of the
painting
Ocotillo.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's actually hanging in our lobby.
Gallery.
Do you want to be a
know.
volunteer? Take a
Yes,
glance
yes,
at
you
our
do.
gallery, and then you've got pictures from your artist in residence. And
That was Justin. So we're getting the new. We'll get more, and they'll be
Okay.
up as we have them.
Good. Let's see. What else do we have? Donate. You got a couple of donate buttons here. All right, and then you're asking for instructors. Okay.
We
I can probably teach yelling 101.
Brilliant. We'll take it.
But see, here you put a spin on that.
Yeah.
How to project.
How to project. And then you have your upcoming
tentative
events, and it says uncategorized events.
Yeah, no, it's a tentative event.
gotcha.
Because it was supposed to be up before George Casey, and then of course we had some hiccups. So George Casey's already over, so we're getting new events updated on there, and then you can subscribe to our website, and then all of our just general information down below.
Okay. Excellent.
Speaking of events, make sure you guys stop by the Ocotillo and pick up your applications for the pop-up art competition.
Okay.
They are due the morning of November 1st, and the reason I say that morning is because the prompt is going to go out at noon.
Okay.
Now, don't bring us art. Just come pick up your application, fill it out, and make sure that you have, so we can have your entries. And then make your stuff between November 1st and November 12th and bring it in during that time as well. All
Okay.
entries are due, like the actual art, the art pieces themselves are due November 12th. So we want to see what you're bringing in, guys.
Okay. That's the next event that's coming up.
Yep.
What's next after that?
Okay, so first, though, before that, we do have Trick or Treat Artesia.
Okay.
So we will be out with candy and fun, so come see us. And then, of course, we do have the pop-up art contest that we're working through. And then we kind of are in a lull until December.
Okay.
Of course, Light Up Artesia is that first Thursday. Hopefully Friday we'll have a professional show. We're working it out, trying to get them to route through New Mexico during that time. And then the following week on the Tuesday and then the following Saturday, we are going to bring back the Gingerbread House Workshop.
Okay.
Where we've already made the gingerbread houses. You buy your gingerbread house and you come and decorate it, and we'll have all the stuff for the decorating.
Okay.
So we're going to bring that back, which we're very excited about. And then at the end of the month, the Tuesday before Christmas, we are going to be showing this year Elf.
The movie.
I wear my cotton-headed
Yes.
Ninny Muggins t-shirt.
Yeah, so we're going to be showing Elf, and that one usually it's a free community event, so you sign up because we can only fit so many people in the theater, so it is sign up based.
Okay.
And then as a fundraiser, we'll have cocoa bombs for sale.
Cocoa
Bombs.
bombs.
So think of a bath bomb, but
Okay.
hot chocolate.
Okay.
And our local,
Do you
so we
bathe
can,
in this?
No, you drink it.
You
Well, I
drink
guess if you really like hot chocolate, you could fill a tub and then buy 1,000 cocoa bombs
There
and
you go.
put them in there and
As
have
someone-
a hot chocolate bath.
As someone who has literally been in a milkshake fight, I would not suggest bathing in a cocoa bomb.
Okay. You drink the
Yeah,
cocoa
you drink
bomb.
yeah, they're for the drinking.
They're
Yes.
for the drinking. Well, that's great.
Also, literal conversation from yesterday. Lindsay is 240 gingerbread houses too many.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we're-
you don't know. You don't know how popular
Yeah.
it's going to be.
No.
Are they all the same?
Yeah, they'll be the same. But you
Okay.
get to, so we get them, then we get our volunteers and our board members together. We put them together. We do that work.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then you come and then you decorate them and take them home.
so the question is 240
To sell.
too much?
Yes.
Depends on if you're the one assembling the gingerbread houses
Yeah, no.
or
Yeah.
if you're the one that's coming in to decorate the gingerbread houses. Because
Yes.
if you are part of the assembly crew, you might want to tone that down a little bit. But it depends on how many volunteers you wind up
Yes.
getting too, because you don't want to run out, right?
Right.
True.
Yeah. So, well, that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
but how customized can they be? I mean, is it like?
So in the past, when you did the gingerbread house workshop, you were allowed to bring your own candy and stuff in, and we'll provide the frosting, and then we'll get extras like gumdrops and stuff like that, candy canes, to decorate your house. So really, for instance, my in-laws, we would do it every year with them. Before I was in the picture with my husband, he was in the Air Force, so they brought I think they still might have it, but it had an airplane and stuff because he joined the Air Force. So that year when they did their gingerbread house making, they got a model plane and stuff, and they put it on there. So if you can be creative about it and bring whatever that you have in, the gingerbread houses themselves are uniform, but the way you decorate it is completely up to you.
Well, you see them around different places. There's a restaurant in Albuquerque, hamburger joint, that always has a dozen or so,
Yes.
and they're different kinds. They're and they're pretty impressive. You know, they take up the whole counter with all of them, and you'll see them in hotels and places like that where they do for decorating. But this way, you can decorate your own and have one, and then customize it, like you say, for whatever.
And all the
theme.
mess is with us, so parents can come, let the kids make the mess with us, and then take them home for the cute holiday decorations.
That's right. And then
And
Yeah.
if you want a
guys have
few
to-
tips, make sure that you watch Nailed It, but only watch Chef Jacques' clips of how he would do what the people are trying to attend.
Okay. So going back again, the Will Ferrell movie, the Elf movie.
Yes.
What day is that?
It is going to be December, I want to say it's a Tuesday, which should be the 21st.
Okay.
But let me double check. Yeah, the 21st. Tuesday, the 21st. Mm-hmm.
Now, do you go on the website to RSVP or do you call?
We'll have an RSV set up for
Excellent.
the website. And then, of course, you could always call because I do know we have some patrons who are like, we just don't do that, Kandese. And so we'll have a list going. And so that way, once we're full, well, then we're full. But you guys can come and come in even if you have your family Christmas PJs, bring them out. Come dressed up.
I'm sure there's folks that do. Believe it or not, that's one of the Christmas movies I've never seen the movie. I've seen clips from it. So I'm
Elf?
familiar. Yeah, I'm familiar with the plot. I know what the
So
plot
we'll have
is.
a seat for Gene so he can come watch Elf.
And Gene is going to come dressed up as Buddy the Elf.
And it wasn't really until that long ago that I ever saw A Christmas Story.
Oh, really?
And finally it showed up on one of the streaming services, and because everybody talks about it every year,
Right,
you know, and I
yeah.
said, well, I've never seen it. And then,
Yeah, it's one of those cult classics that everyone kind of knows, yeah.
I don't know why that was not one I ever, just absolutely loved, but...
Yeah, well, the opening sequence where they're in the window, looking through the windows in the stores, it kind of reminds us of what our hometowns were like when we were growing up that age, that you still had a lot of retail stores that had windows that they decorated for Christmas, that they had different things. And it's another one of those kind of lost arts that, have kind of gone away. That with, the Christmas catalogs, they used to get the Sears and the JCPenney catalogs. And
they were that thick.
Yeah.
And there's so much fun just marking what you want.
Yeah. We've kind of lost that art. Now, we had a dog one time that ate the catalogs.
Oh, no.
But what we discovered was it wasn't all catalogs. It was just the Target catalog. So something about the glue used in the Target catalog.
He found tasty,
but he didn't care for JCPenney or Sears.
Oh, hey, there you go. That's really funny.
Well, we thought it was kind of odd.
Yes.
But, what is it about the glue in the Target catalog that was appealing to this particular dog? But,
and I did miss a day in November.
You did?
Yes, I did. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because it's usually in December.
Yes.
But because the month falls weird, the Tuesday after Black Friday is always Giving Tuesday.
Okay.
Usually the first week of December. But this year, the 30th of November falls on the Tuesday.
That's Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday. So we will be having our Giving Tuesday campaign. So you can give back to your favorite local arts council that day in donations. So we'll have that up running on the website too for donations.
Sometimes that messes up with Light Up Artesia. Because everybody says Light Up Artesia is the first Thursday in December. It's the first Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Most of the time, that's the first Thursday in December. But like your Giving Day, it's... I mean, this year it's in December.
Yes.
But it is affecting the Giving Day.
So Giving Tuesday, instead, because we usually have Shop Small Saturday, which happens in between. So you got Black Friday, Shop Small, and then Giving Tuesday.
Okay.
And so in the past, that's been in the first week of December. This year, it is at the end of November. The very last day of November. So.
Okay. Good.
And ironically enough, we're going to show Elf, and I found out my old community theater is doing Elf the Musical in Oklahoma.
Now, which came first?
Oh, the movie came first.
The movie came first?
2003, because I went to go see that with a friend, and I was like, oh my God, I really love it.
Because sometimes it's the other way around. There's the book, and then there's the Broadway play, and then there's
becomes
the
movie.
But this
Good
one...
example would be Pygmalion. Was a book. And then
Is that about pigs?
No.
No?
It was the precursor to My Fair Lady.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Pygmalion and My Fair Lady, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just... Pygmalion, I thought it was maybe about a pig farmer.
Oink, oink. No.
I think it's starts with PYG and not PIG, so.
That's how you spell pig?
PIG. No, Pygmalion starts with PYG and not PIG.
I'm being silly.
Is what she's saying. Lindsey feels very strongly about her Pygmalion.
I have no idea why. Oh, probably because My Fair Lady is one of my favorite musicals. But
this isn't My Fair Lady.
No, it's not.
It's Pygmalion.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Like I said, I'm being very obtuse today. So,
oh my gosh,
that's great.
Jane.
Yeah. Well, what else? Anything else that we need to cover today?
No, just be prepared to, if you have questions or anything like that. Most of our stuff is now going to be on our website.
Okay.
We're getting it updated with all of our events, and we do have few shows rebooked for next year. So if you're some of those people who bought, for instance, the Jungle Book Ballet tickets, they have been rebooked. All of those events will be up. We'll be doing calls soon, so to let those people know, like, hey, your ticket is still valid for the show, and getting all those ready. So you can buy your tickets to the show, because now it's not like Vendini. Our website is a website, and then we have a ticketing system that's embedded into the website.
Okay.
So that's a whole separate thing now.
So it's not taking you someplace else.
No, it will happen there. Yeah, so you'll go through, you'll be able to pick your seats like usual. It will take you through all of the forms and stuff. So you give your email, your address and stuff, and then it will give you your ticket number and your ticket information, and then send that to us. So we've got all of that set up, and then the website itself will function. And once we get really hot and going, we'll have a place where we can do reviews and tutorials and all of that stuff on the website also.
Okay.
So if we ever have a situation where we can't be open, there'll be tons of information and stuff for you guys to find on our website.
Good.
We're also working on expanding our social media presence, and things. We've got ideas in the works.
That's great. And since the we've been a year and a half since the COVID shutdowns and everything. Do you find in New Mexico, and you're talking to other similar type facilities across the state, are things finally starting to open up again? And
yeah, we're still all in that rebooking kind of phase of things. Some places were a little bit faster than others because they just have the theater room for it. So it kind of depends, but agencies with their artists are in full force trying to get bookings.
Okay.
So it is definitely something that is being picked up like across the board.
Yeah.
I feel like in just about every, like the past 10 times or so that I've picked up the mail, we've received like at least one or two brochures for some act of some kind.
Okay.
So
well, that's good that things are starting to act a little more normal-like, and then you can start because you've looked back in the past over the shows that have been popular, and those are the types of acts and types of shows you want to bring back. But then again, there's other types of. It may not be popular, but it's very entertaining and enlightening.
Yes. Well, local favorites coming back, the Glenn Miller Orchestra. Okay. They'll be back in February. Valentine's. Day week, because Valentine's Day actually happens during the week. So we'll have the Glenn Miller Orchestra back. And I remember when we originally had them booked, we had a lady call from Nevada, and she's like, I will fly in to see it. And we were looking it up, and technically, like, their ticket prices can range anywhere from $150 to $200, and out here it's different. They're so much cheaper, so people do make an effort if they can come to see them. So they're coming back through, and then in the later spring we have the Muttville Comics, and it's a gentleman. He gets like 20 or so rescue dogs, trains them, goes on tour, and then finds them home at the end of the tour, and then does it kind of all over again.
Wow. Okay.
And he works with local shelters while he's here, so that they can, during his performances, be in the lobby to meet people and talk about their shelter, and get people interested in adoption.
Okay.
And he'll be doing outreach too with the kids. So that's a lot of fun. So we're hoping to bring back, some fun stuff, some stuff that people really like the tribute shows seem to do really well.
We were actually on the phone with the Surf's Up, that's what it's called, right? The
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
Oh my God, I loved them. They were so awesome.
They would like to come back through.
Good.
So we're looking at like different things like that, just to bring back, so that way we can fund the rest of the stuff that we do, which is getting instructors back. So that's another thing. We'll be bringing on an education director soon, and they'll be working on revamping our education program.
Okay. And that's where the website link, if you want to be an instructor, to reach out.
Yeah, so that we know.
Last question I was going to ask you: how do you like the mural?
Oh my goodness, we love the mural so much. It brings so much color, so it's kind of my gateway to being like, hey, board members, when we're thinking about doing things in the building, let's bring some of the color that's now outside our building inside, because the space is very darkly painted, very, masculine, dark colors that don't really speak like, ooh, we do art things here.
Kind of moody, and not like in a good way.
So bringing some light into the space, especially in the gallery space, because generally galleries you see they have like a whiter beige wall, because that kind of speaks to all art. It's a good base color. So kind of doing some of that in the lobby, but bringing just color everywhere, because it's been a really big statement piece. People stop by and stare at it, and
anytime somebody sees me and they know I work for the Arts Council, oh my God, that wall.
And it kind of represents us right now with the sunflowers. The brightness, the renewal that we've been going through. It's really well represented. So they did a wonderful job, and the community members who came and helped paint it did an amazing job.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, just for fun, did somebody put a sign that says no seeds?
Oh, no. Oh my gosh. We actually have like a little planter that's there. That would be really fun. Out there.
I don't know. These weird thoughts pop into my head, but
it's all right.
It does look great. It's fantastic, and how it wraps around the building. And,
yes.
It's very graphic. It's a really nice piece. And for me, it's like I don't have to drive up. And it's not that it was like a bad shade of brown or anything, but like just driving up it, it's like, bam! Like she said, color. And
I think that's what the purpose of these outdoor murals around town are like. And
to bring some life.
Yeah.
And it says Artesia Arts Council in the building now. So there's help building that, hey, the building itself is just a building, but we are the business, the nonprofit that owns and operates it.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the things when we talked about having the mural up. They're like, do you have any requests? And I was like, just that in somewhere in the mural, they put Artesia Arts Council. And so they did that, and it looks great, and it's right there on the side on Roselawn.
Good. So check that out. And what we're talking about is the sunflower mural that wraps around the back and the Roselawn side of the theater. And so when you drive down Roselawn or you park in the Heritage parking lot back there, you just look at the back of the Ocotillo and be impressed.
Yeah, go take pictures by it, then maybe circle in and come through, see our latest Artist of the Month, which is Kirsten Morrison. Most of her artwork is sold, so we're pretty excited. Yeah.
So if you guys want to get your own piece, you better get in there soon, because we will be shifting that down to 510, which, to be fair, while it's down at 510, it'll technically still be for sale, but
yeah. And then your November Artist of the Month, have you picked one for
our November is the pop-up art contest.
The pop-up art contest. Gotcha. You've said that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Great. Anything else?
No, we're just excited. Be looking out for that gingerbread workshop. It will be soon, and we'll have prices and everything up, so you guys can sign up. And then definitely be looking out for the Christmas movie, because I know that's a big thing that families just get together and do before Christmas every year. So.
Yeah, no, sounds great. Kandese, Lindsey, thank you so much for coming in.
Yep,
we went a little long today because Aaron is at the Oil and Gas Summit.
Oh, yeah,
so
there we go.
We don't have his report today, but so I hope you don't mind that we went.
Oh, no, not at all. Love talking.
You know me, I can talk forever.
Unfortunately, I can't. But it would be fun if we could. So there you go. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, G.
All right, thank you. We're going to take